How's everyone doing today? Really excited about this, our first episode for 2019. Wow, we made it. Great. Really excited about this because I'm hoping we can interact more, and talk a whole lot more about mental health. And I'm hoping for a lot more interaction this year so that we can really spread awareness on mental health and just really get Zimbabwe into a space where everyone is in a good headspace, despite all the things that are going on. Because I think it's important that each of us steps up to be able to help each other. Right, so Happy New Year. And before we get started, right, I just want to do a quick exercise. It's going to take probably 5 seconds. I need everybody to just think of something they're really good at, something they feel they're awesome at, and just think about it and remind yourself of how good you are at that thing and how awesome you are. And just after that, just shout out and tell yourself that you're awesome. Alright, so 5 seconds, starting now. I'll do it too. Okay, I'm awesome. I hope everybody's shouting that out because you are awesome. Alright, great. So to kick us off, I'm basically going to talk about two main issues that can set us up in the right mindset of knowing what to avoid and what to keep around us in terms of trying to keep our mental health in check. Alright, so I'm going to talk about risk factors and protective factors for mental and emotional behavioral disorders. Alright, so what are risk factors, you ask? So basically these are characteristics that increase the likelihood of poor mental health. Alright, so the presence of one or more of these risk factors does not necessarily mean you'll develop a mental health challenge or difficulty, but definitely having more risk factors will increase the likelihood of having one. So it's not definite that you will, but having them around might just end you up with the situation where you're dealing with a mental health disorder. Alright, and then what are protective factors? Alright, so these are characteristics, these are the opposite actually. These are characteristics that reduce the likelihood of poor mental health, either on their own or when risk factors are present. Right, so these may be thought of as strengths or assets that help people maintain mental well-being or resilience. All right, I'm just going to keep my phone in silent here, sorry about that. So yeah, it's important to note that both risk and protective factors include characteristics relating to the individual, relating to family, and relating to the community at large, the broader community circumstances. Right, so all these areas have an important role to play. So no man is an island, but first off, you deal with things individually, then you deal with your family, immediate or extended, and then you're looking at the broader community, and this includes church people, this includes friends, this includes people at school or at work and stuff like that. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to go into listing these different factors. So if you relate to any of these factors, if you've experienced any of these factors, please just put a note on the comment section, let me know, and then we can discuss some of these factors more and how we can get treatment for these things or how we can overcome some of these things. Alright, I can't diagnose like I always say, but I can point you in the right direction and we can begin the process of assisting each other. Right, so I'm going to start with risk factors. Right, so mainly focusing on young adults and above. Right, so we're looking at childhood history of untreated anxiety disorders, childhood history of poor physical health, childhood history of sleep and eating problems. So some of these things start from an early age. So for you people who are parents, for you who have siblings who look up to you, these are some of the things you can also look out for in your siblings to try and help them avoid some of these things at an early stage so that they don't affect them in adulthood. Alright, so you also have lack of commitment to conventional adult roles. Adulting is difficult, people, but yeah, we have to deal with it. We have antisocial behavior and we also have head injuries. So this basically revolves around self. And then when we look at family, we're looking at spousal conflict, parental depression, single parenthood. I don't believe single parenthood is a problem, so I don't necessarily subscribe to it being an issue. but there are people who have to deal with it who would rather not be in that particular position, so it is on the list. And then we have family dysfunction. And then when we look at the broader community, we're looking at a decrease in social support accompanying entry into a new social context. We have negative life events. We have attending college or attending a new workplace, substance using peers, and social adversity. All right. So, like I mentioned, I've just gone through the list, but if there's anything you feel you relate to, please make a note and let's talk about it some more, or send an email. If you're not really too keen on people knowing that you're dealing with some of these things, please send an email. I do understand privacy is very important, but I do like also to share some of these things so that we can help each other as much as possible. Because it's about knowing that I'm not alone, you're not alone. You know, we can help each other through these things. And then when it comes to protective factors, right, the plus side of things, we're looking at identity exploration in love, work, and worldview. We're looking at a subjective sense of adult status, a subjective sense of self-sufficiency, which includes making independent decisions and becoming financially independent, and future orientation, and achievement motivation. Right, so these are as you're young adult, these are some of the things that you can have as protective factors that keep you in a good mental health headspace. Right, and then around family, we're looking at balance of autonomy and relatedness to family. We're looking at behavioral and emotional autonomy. Right, and then when we're looking at the broader community, we're looking at opportunities for exploration in work and school, and connectedness to adults outside of the family. You spoke earlier on about elders in the church, spoke earlier on about friends, I spoke earlier on about, I don't think I mentioned mentors, but you can have mentors around you who help you with this adulting thing that we call difficult already, but it can be easy with the right people around you. Yeah. All right, so please, like I said, if I'm going too fast, just make a note on the comment section, and let's talk about the things that you think need us to go deeper into, because at the end of all this, we want to be prepared to deal with mental issues. So we want to keep ourselves in a positive environment that influences good mental growth, right, and good mental health at the end of the day. All right, so some of the factors that I'm focusing on in my life right now, from the protective factors, some of the things that I'm keeping around that are helping me keep a positive mindset and a good mental space. Last year I started going to the gym. That helped me a lot, especially morning sessions. You know, once you go into the morning session, you leave there feeling good about yourself and you're going to have a good day. All right. A healthy diet. If you eat well, you feel good. Right. Something that I'm learning to do because I'm not the most healthy eating type of person. Yeah, my colleagues will attest to that. Right. Because they like to eat rabbit food, you know, the salads and the stuff. So yeah, I'm trying and adding a little bit of broccoli here and there, a little bit of carrots here and there, stuff like that, cucumbers, I'm eating cucumbers on a regular, apples, bananas, yeah, stuff like that. So that's helping. I'm trying, we'll get there. All right, enough sleep. All right, I'm trying to sleep a lot more. Although it's difficult when you have a little 2-year-old running around the house, but yeah, well, you find your occasional moments when you can sneak out the room and just go and get a bit of shut-eye. Right, journaling as well, I've been writing down a lot of things that I'm going through, that's helping. Building positive relationships, so yeah, it's important to keep a circle of people who help you grow mentally and who give you positive vibes. And I'm trying to read the Bible a lot more. I'm Christian, so I'm reading the Bible a lot more. So if you're Muslim, Quran would help, stuff like that. I'm not too familiar with other religions, I'm still learning, but yeah, you can look at some of the positive books that can help you also grow and develop. So yeah, this is basically me and what I'm doing. It might not work for you, but there's different things that we can explore. There's different things that we can talk about. So yeah, like my Facebook page, this is my name, Tino Tena Butima. Follow me on Twitter, let's discuss, let's talk about this. I'm always updating on Twitter about what's going on, you know, with mental health issues. So I'd really like to get you. Yeah, my Twitter handle is @Tino Butima. Let's talk about mental health with a little Zoom flag on the side. So yeah, some pretty active on Twitter, and I like to spread as much as I can on mental health on my Twitter account. Yeah, but let's get to talking, and let's make this year a great year for you, me, for everybody. We can do this. We got this, and you are not alone, no matter what it is that you're going through. All right. Thank you for watching, and you'll be getting more info on my next episode. Right, so right now on Facebook, oh yeah, by the way, I'm talking more on complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So read up on that, and if you feel you have similar symptoms to what people with PTSD have, then let's talk. I can point you in the right direction. Once again, thanks a lot.